There are some mysteries that no one can explain. On a dark, stormy night in 2015, Crystal Rodgers disappeared from the face of the earth, leaving behind nothing but questions, unanswered, unsettling questions. Was it the work of an unknown evil? Was it a darkness lurking too close to home? The truth, however, was even darker than anyone could have imagined. Crystal Rodgers was a devoted mother to 3 young children, yet, as serene and peaceful as her life may have seemed on the outside, darkness had begun creeping in. She had recently separated from her husband, Keith, but there was someone else Ian knew, someone who would become a key player in this chilling story. Brooks Howell. The morning of July 5, 2015, began like any other. But it was far from ordinary. Crystal's mother, Sherry Ballard, tried calling her, but her phone rang endlessly, unanswered. The feeling in her gut grew stronger by the hour. Something was wrong. No one heard from Crystal. Not a word. Nothing. By the 24th hour, panic had set in. There was no explanation, no trace, just eerie silence. Crystal had vanished, leaving behind only questions. Friends, family, and even the police searched high and low. No trace, no leads, until one disturbing detail was uncovered. Crystal's car, abandoned on the Bluegrass Parkway, had been left with the engine still running, a flat tire, and most chilling of all, her belongings untouched. Her phone, her purse, her keys, sitting there, in plain sight. This didn't feel right. Crystal would never leave her things behind. Not like this. Not without a trace. But there was more. Something that made the pit in Sherry's stomach deepen. Brooks had been the last person to see Crystal. His story didn't add up. He claimed she stayed up all night playing games on her phone while he went to bed, and the next morning, she was gone. No sign. No trace, just darkness. He suggested Crystal had left on her own, maybe gone to see family, but something about that didn't sit right with anyone who knew Crystal. No mother would abandon her child, just like that. The darkness continued to unfold. When a shocking revelation came to light, Brooks's behavior seemed more and more suspicious. Every answer he gave raised more questions. The inconsistencies, the odd pauses in his speech. He seemed far too calm for someone who had lost the woman he loved. And then came the haunting discovery. Brooks's phone call, the one made just hours after Crystal disappeared. What was he hiding? But it didn't end there. The police began to suspect something sinister. As their investigation unraveled, they discovered a burning questionable detailed items found at Brooks's family farm. Saw charred pieces of clothing, remnants, but no human remains. What had happened here? Days turned into weeks, and then months. Yet, no sign of Crystal, no answers. But then, in 2022, a breakthrough. The FBI took over the investigation, and suddenly, a dark revelation came crashing down. The arrest. Brooks Howell was finally charged with the murder of Crystal Rodgers. The courtroom stunned as the truth began to surface. But was that the end? Could this case have connected deeper, with more unspoken truths? Tommy Ballard, Crystal's father, who had dedicated his life to uncovering the secrets behind his daughter's disappearance, found himself in grave danger. On November 19, 2016, Tommy was shot and killed while hunting with his grandson. What first seemed like a tragic accident soon turned into something darker, a murder someone didn't want him to get too close to the truth. Could there be more? Could these deaths be linked together in a web of conspiracy, violence, and fear? The shocking connection between Tommy's death and Crystal's, is this the work of someone much closer than anyone dared to believe? As police searched Brooks's farm once more, the terror continued. Burned clothing, unexplainable evidence. Was it enough to piece together the chilling tale of Crystal's fate? With each new revelation came a darker, more disturbing question. Could there be more people involved? Could this have been part of a larger conspiracy? As the investigation continued, one thing was crystal clear. The darkness was far from over. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the darkest secrets right here at Dark Whispers. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because the most haunting mysteries of the world have yet to be uncovered.